Hello again, it's me again. Still on the moon. My new moon base is currently under construction, I'm still working on it. And I'd like to introduce you to my newish-ish creation actually. My apologies about the voice, my sinuses are pretty bad this week. I'm trying to put the video off, trying to get the nose issues out of the way before I could do this, but it didn't work. I'd like to introduce you to the Wayward Sun. It's named after a song from the Supernatural series. Watch the show, and I recommend you listen to the video. The music, sorry, it's pretty good, but enough about that. I designed this ship to be a medium level to end game level ship. So it's reasonably sized, capable of atmospheric entry and exit, and is reasonably self-sufficient on its own. Let's give it a bit of a tour. That's the back end. Most of the engines are in the field or in the sides, and I tried to give it a bit of a stylish look to it. Cargo containers are in here. This ship is a hybrid of hydrogen and ion thrusters, with 3 airlocks, 2 in the front and 1 in the back. A small hangar underneath, right here, and an exploration pod which we'll get to soon enough. The back airlock is up here near the bridge. Now to enter the ship we can use any of the airlocks, but for the sake of the tour we'll be going through this one. This room is the mining room. It's designed to be completely sealed off when not in use to allow airflow and minimize any damage should the ship be attacked. Coming this way down the hall, down the staircases, we have a spare room that you can use for decoration or storage depending on what you need. Here is the hangar room. For the time being, it's just got one of my older escape pod models in it. I couldn't think of anything else at the time. It is the biggest section of the ship, but for obvious reasons. To activate it, you just push these buttons in order. One depressurizes, one opens the door, one lowers the piston, and one detaches the ship. Through here we have the medical room. Taking advantage of the new DLCs I've recently acquired. Sorry about that. Through here we take this ladder up here to the battery room. This ship is powered by solar panels, but it also is equipped with 2 small reactors. The rest of this room is pretty empty to allow for storage or decoration of your choice. Through here to the bridge, we have my first honest to god attempt at making an elevator in this game. It's just a piston, but it's pretty cool. Up here to the bridge. That button takes the elevator back down, or recalls it. We have the remote control system, should autopilot be required. Airlock room. Here is where you control and pilot the ship. Let me switch on the thrusters. Like I said, this ship is a hybrid of ion and hydrogen. Take off. Most of the thrusters are built into the bottom. This allows it to this will allow it to even go through more heavier gravity-based planets such as Spider one. There is one downside to it, folks. It has no parachute, so do be careful. For offensive means, this ship is moderately armed with enough firepower to take care of most problems. Several heavy artillery pieces and small ones, missile systems, several Gatling guns, mostly on the front and the sides, meaning she is vulnerable to attacks from underneath. But given how maneuverable she is, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Now, let's just find out. Now, this ship has built-in refineries and assemblies in it. Because, like I said, this is a survival ship, not a warship in its usual sense. To activate mining features, you do need to... Oh. Oops, my apologies. This is why I don't usually try to avoid adding ladders to spaceships. They're annoying. Now, the ship is not equipped with a gravity generator. I do have a reason for that, which I'll explain later, but to activate the mining systems you do have to go to the other end of the ship. It is often a good idea if you have 2 people running the ship at least. Now, it can be piloted from this end, but that's mostly to allow for mining to be more efficiently done. To activate the mining systems, first things first, you have to depressurize the entire section of this ship, better to conserve oxygen. Because we're in creative mode, unfortunately that's not much of an issue to worry about. Now, if Clang permits it, we push this out, and Clang does not. Give me a second. Sometimes Clang likes to let this thing work, other times he doesn't. It does still work with 5 rotors, 5 mining gears. For the sake of demonstration, I'm going to cheat just a little bit. Let's choose... Let's choose moon rocks. Okay, it's not letting me. Hang on. Oh. That's why. I was too close to the spaceship for it to work. Got some gold, got some ice. Let's test it out. Back to here. Engage drills. Get a little finicky, and there is a risk of damage to the ship should you be able to heavy-hand it on the accelerator. But once that's done, switch off the lights, switch off the drills, ensure that goes all the way in first before closing the door. It has exploded on me once, it wasn't pretty. But as you can see, two refineries are currently working hard to remove any issues with the ore and refining them to become proper materials to use for. As you can see, the gold ore is being processed by the refinery, and the basic refinery is just there for you. Anything else if you might need, like stone. After that, get that. This also can be refitted to become a secondary hangar in an emergency. But like I said, this ship is built to be a survival ship for actual in-game use. I'll just give a quick demonstration as to how this works. Like I said, this is supposed to be the main hangar. That one opens up that airlock. This one pushes the piston out. And that allows for the ship to depart safely. It can also be done using this. This brings it back in. And that closes it up again. Excuse me, hay fever season's not doing well to me. The main feature that I'm quite proud of, I know it's a little silly, is that this is my first attempt at using the merge blocks to create something more modular. And there's also the reason why there's no gravity blocks, as this would interfere with this section. This is the exploration pod. It's designed to be a small, compact little ship that detaches from the main body to function as a, well, it's designed to function as those drop pods you start off with in-game, but better. So you activate, detach, engage thrusters, rotate upwards for better usage. Carefully avoiding any other threats that might pose. Be around it. It also functions as an emergency escape pod should the original be destroyed. The ship is equipped with a parachute hatch. I'm sorry, but I had to check. I could not recall. Also equipped with several options, two solar panels. All the other accommodation that offered to survive on the planet. Downside to this type of ship is that it is separated from the mothership, meaning no resources go to it, so the fuel tanks you have on there you need to fuel up more manually by bringing ice to it. Yeah. Switch off the thrusters to save fuel, engage the solar panels hinges. Now this ship is equipped with everything you would need. The basic refining and assembly are here, along with an extra hydrogen tank, an O2 generator, several oxygen supplies, and a couple of cargo containers for storage. This isn't supposed to be your main base, like I said, it's supposed to be your starting base. the airlock and the other equipment needed. Once you've set up your base on your planet or moon, you can take the ship back up into orbit, provided you have enough fuel, and redock with the mothership. The only issue with this type of design is that if you have no fuel in your jetpack, you will not be able to reach it without a couple of issues. At the very least, I'd build a ladder when you land. And that is the Wayward Sun spacecraft. I understand that this is a smaller video, and it's not really a new ship. This thing's been in my category on my to show off list for a while now. But it's a nice little ship, and it will do the job. We'll try to refine a more survival first-time build ship for you folks, but for the time being, that ship does its job well. And that is it for me. I'm Clockweb, and that is me signing off. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I shall see you next time.